Hey everybody, it's Jackie Kunkel in for Watch Me Wednesday, episode number 6. I am a little off kilter today, a little bit because it's cloudy outside. It's the first kind of cloudy-ish, rainy. It rained last night here. But so it's kind of cloudy today. Hi Teresa, how are you? Hey Denise, how are you? Good to see you guys in. Today is the second Watch Me Wednesday of 2018. So I thought it would be appropriate to talk about quilting resolutions because we had my quilting group talk about, oh, you got a snowstorm, Teresa? Well, that makes sense. You're in Montana. So snow, I want the snow. That's a 4-letter word. Hey Beth, how are you? Hey Dana, how are you? So quilting resolutions, right? We had a little quilt meeting last night with my quilt group here where I live. And there's Chelsea. Hey Chelsea, give Brian a kiss for me. Anyway, so little quilt meeting that we had last night. We are doing this UFO challenge. And actually, I'm going to challenge you all to kind of do this yourselves. If you're in a group, great. If you're not in a group, maybe get yourselves a group together and then kind of do a challenge. And we can do it here if you want. I can certainly hold you all accountable, that's for sure. So what we did was we figured out what we wanted, what UFOs we wanted to complete through this year, 2018. And we had to either bring a picture or whatever state they were in, and then we writing it down on an index card what we're going to finish, okay, this year. And when we finish, we have to bring in the finished quilt or project or whatever it is, and then you get entered in to win a prize at the end of the year. So that's something we can do here. See, now the wheels are turning. So why don't you hit that share button? Let's have lots of people join in on this UFO challenge. How would that be? Pretty cool, right? And I can give away a prize at the end of the year for maybe the person who completes the most, because I know there's somebody out there that's an overachiever, right? So I figured I could show you the projects that I brought in to see if I'll finish them next year, or this year. So yeah, show me some hearts, people. Come on, share hit the share button. So you want to see what projects I brought in for the quilt club, and I'm hoping to finish them this year. In between all the deadlines that I have to meet, I'm gonna really give it that good old college try. So the first one, and I know a lot of you, there have been some of you asking me about this. So first of all, this one behind me is getting finished. This, I know I showed it to you. This is my son's quilt. So Chelsea, tell him it's on the machine getting quilted. And I've got the binding already made, so it's getting ready to get done. So that will get done, but that wasn't one of the projects I brought in. But a lot of you probably remember, hi Autumn, how are you? Good afternoon. Some of you probably remember almost 3 years ago I turned 50, and I had asked a bunch of you on Facebook and a lot of my friends when I was living back in Connecticut to contribute, because I really wanted a 50th year signature quilt block, signature block for my 50th birthday. So I posted a tutorial on my blog on how to make the block, and then I just asked everybody to, oh, Teresa, I'm just a baby. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll take baby anytime. Anyway, so see this little signature block? So I posted a little tutorial on my blog, and actually I can put the link in the post after I'm done, so that if you guys want to do this for yourselves, or if it's something that you think might be a great gift for a friend, you can make these little blocks. So I have this whole bucket, whoops, filled with all the blocks that everybody sent me. So when I turned 50, and now I'm going to be turning 53, and I haven't put them together yet. So this is the year. This is the year. So for those of you who've been asking, yes, it's going to get done. It will, I promise. And I can, if you want, I'll read you off some of the places that some of the people are from. So Lexington, Kentucky. Hi, Marty, if you're watching. And Terry from Clinton, Connecticut. And Sue from Norwood, Mass. Laura from Coal City. I've got some from all over the world, which is kind of cool. And Karen Johnson from Bothell, Washington. And even a friend of mine from Facebook from Austria, Astrid from Austria. I'm so happy that I have all these blocks. And Lee, hi Lee, I know you're watching. Lee from Farmington, Connecticut. And Jean, hi Jean. And two of my friends who gave me blocks are actually here with me. I think we called for a photo bombing session right now. Come here, Kristen and Leslie. Let me introduce you to all the folks. Everybody, come on. Make sure you put some hearts. This is Kristen.
Hi.
She's from New Hampshire. And this is Leslie from Connecticut. Say hi to them. Show the hearts. Come on. Give them a big hello. They have been here all week long. See all the hearts, ladies? They're loving you.
Hey, cool.
So they have been here all week long. They've had a perfectly gorgeous week here, and they're going home tomorrow to the cold. Look at all the hearts. They're loving you guys. They're loving you. Did you see Jean saying hi, Kristen and Leslie? So they've been here. They also made blocks for me 3 years ago as well. So they're in here, and they've been happily sewing away in my studio. We've done a few little quilt shop hops, and I've been showing them around the valley. So it's been really cool having them here. I'm going to miss these guys, but they've already said they're coming back. So, right?
Yep.
Right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
So, this is a great little block for you guys to, we love that.
Hi, Lisa.
And there's Lisa. Hey, Lisa. And Lisa made a block too. So Lisa, if you're just joining, this quilt's going to get done this year. This is the UFO resolution. This quilt's going to get done. Yep, she's hugging you. Hug. Hug. That's a hug from Lisa. From Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
So anyway, that's because they don't want to go back to the snowstorms. No, they don't. They don't. So anyway, with those blocks too, and I'll put the link so you know how to make these blocks. There were also these little remnants that came off of it. There's lots of little half square triangles too. So I asked them to send me their half square triangles, which I have those as well. They're going to get incorporated into this quilt. So that is one of the quilts that are going to get done. Now I only committed to my little quilt group that I would finish 3 quilts because I know I've got other deadlines and stuff. So that's one. Then I've got this one that Shameless, or Shameful I should say, is not done yet. It's a Christmas quilt. Now you all know I'm a certified Judy Niemeyer instructor, right? Now I have this table runner done, but I also wanted to make it up in Christmas fabric. So this is the cactus flower table runner. Now you can see the beautiful Christmas fabrics, right? Those little pieces would make a great border. They would. Those half square triangles, wouldn't they, Sue? So anyway, so I have 2 blocks done, 1 block, 3, but look it. I've got half blocks with the little quarter circle, so I got to sew them all together. It's only a table runner, so I think I can do it. I think I can get it done. And this, I'll show you the beautiful border fabric that goes with it. So this is the beautiful border fabric. Isn't that pretty? So I don't have any Christmas quilts, so I figured I should start with a table runner, but now I need to get it done. So I'm committed to getting that done this year. So that's 2 quilts. And the other quilt is, and I can't show you because I don't want to move the camera around too much because I know that gets you kind of a little, you know, woozy. It does me. But it's the quilt that I showed you a few weeks ago, and I can post the picture after too. It's my Proud Mary quilt with my Fresh Pickens fabric line that's on my design wall. So it's on my design wall over there. I haven't taken it down because it's how I want it placed. I just have to sew the pieces together basically. So that's 3 quilts that I'm committing to getting done this year. So my question to you all is, I would love it if you would list in the comments what quilts you would love to get done by this year. And share with us, you know, as you finish them throughout the year. I would love for you to post it on my site so that we can all see what you're finishing. Wouldn't that be cool? So now I've committed to, I told you I committed to doing 3, right? So I'm going to show you a couple other unfinished projects because you know I have more than 3 unfinished projects, right? How many of you have more than 3 unfinished projects? Be honest. Oh, Leslie's raising her hand up. So Kristen's not. So she's just laughing. I don't know. So, there's Karen Kevinger. Come say hi to Karen, guys. So Karen, you just missed. Here comes Leslie and Kristen. They're coming over to say hi to you. There's Leslie.
Hi, Karen.
So you guys all have more than 3 projects to finish, right? So I committed to doing 3. So I'm going to show you some other ones that I have in these bins. How many of you own these? Oh, Linda, you've got the prismatic star. It's been on your design wall for 2 years. Oh, I don't feel bad. And you've got 21 UFOs. Perfect, Linda. Linda, perfect. You can finish them. I know you can. Teresa's got way too many. Okay. So anyway, how many of you have these boxes, right? I've got project boxes. So this, I have to tell you, I was so excited when I pulled this out today because when I pulled it out, I said to Kristen and Leslie, I said, oh my God, I found it. I've been looking for these everywhere and I couldn't find them. So I have grandmother's flower garden that I've been working on for years, right? So I've got lots of flowers. I don't know how many I have, but if you're not familiar, Lisa's got Vintage Rose, Ballet Wedding Star, Fancy Foxes, Compass Rose Table Runner, Christmas Throw, Splendid Sampler, whatever is coming for my deadlines. That's true, Lisa. You got a few coming. There's going to be more, too, by the way, Lisa. More than usual. So Sharon's got her Proud Mary, Sunflower Illusion, Christmas Quilt, just to name a few. So I don't feel so bad. So anyway, so this is my grandmother's flower garden that's been in progress for years. And for those of you who didn't know, I do kind of have a thing for 30s repros. So I found it and I'm happy because I'm going to be taking a little road trip soon. And it'll be nice because I can do the handwork. Obviously, I won't be driving. So, and I keep my little hexies in this little box here, kind of organized. I don't know if you can all see, but sort of organized like that. So anyway, so Chelsea saying hello to Mrs. Whipple. If you didn't see that, Mrs. Whipple, Chelsea's saying hello to you. Anyway, so that's one project that I found that I'm happy to have found that I can work on. It's not going to get finished this year. I don't have any illusions, or delusions, should I say, that it's going to get finished this year. So that's one. Now let me show you a couple others. I think that you'll like some of these. So this is another one that I started off. I did it because if you saw my, I think it was either the last one or the one before that, the Watch Me Wednesday episode before that, where I was doing the demo of Quiltster because now my patterns are in Quiltster. And actually, watch for the next couple weeks, probably next week, maybe by the end of next week, the beginning of the following week, I'm going to have 4 more patterns on Quiltster that you can play around with if you're interested. So anyway, summer solstice, I've had in a bin. This one's in a blue bin. See, in a bin. And I had done this up in Quiltster, and I did it up in red, blue, and black and white. So you know how I love black and white fabrics. So I figured I'd do one in there, but I did it up in Quiltster. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I had started it, I think when Quiltster first came out, maybe so a couple years ago. But these are my fabrics, okay? So you can see I've got the black and white fabrics in there. And I did start piecing it. So I've got all my bags organized. And I actually, let's see if I have even, I have some pieced, I think. See, they're starting to look like spikes in there. So some stuff is pieced. It's all in kind of different states right now, but this is a rather quick one to do. So hopefully at some point, maybe this year. I don't know this year if it'll get done in all honesty because I'm committing to do those other 3s. Plus I have some really good fabric lines coming out this year, guys, with really cool patterns, so stay tuned. So those I'm working on deadlines for, so those are always take priority. Then I've got this one, which I think you'll find interesting too. So another bin. Okay, I have a lot of these bins, by the way. So yes, I'm an addict. Aren't we all? Fabric addicts and quilting addicts. So this one, I actually started, I don't know, I want to say maybe 10 years ago. I love all the likes because I know that you're feeling the same way I am. You start them and you don't finish them. Hi, Ann. How many of you, show me the hearts. Give me hearts to tell me that you are like me. Make me feel good about myself. Only a few. Come on, you all have projects like this, right? Yep, there we go. I see it now. So this one, I started probably, I want to say maybe 10 years ago. Oh, and Laura, great. I feel even better. Laura is just like me. She even bought more bins too. So maybe I have to buy more bins. I don't know. Look at all those hearts. Yay! I'm so glad it's not just me. Okay, so this one, isn't that pretty? So this is not one of my patterns, nor is it one of Judy Niemeyer's, but you know I'm a paper piecing fanatic, and this is actually a Carol Doak pattern. So I wanted to create a quilt for my mom. So, and I'm pretty sure my mom's not listening because she doesn't usually watch on Wednesday. She usually watches after the fact, so she'll find out later. But anyway, this is being created for, where do I buy my bins? I actually get mine through my distributor, but you can get them at Michael's, I believe, right? Where? Joann's. You can get them at Joann's. Kristen's saying you can get them at Joann's too. So if you have that 50% off coupon at Joann's, save it for that. Anyway, so this is a Carol Doak pattern. So I got one complete one, but what happens is, so these are not quite done yet. So what happens is when the block gets joined together, see how it starts, it'll start making like a lattice kind of thing. It creates a lattice. So I've got like some that are in partial states, okay? And then I've got some where just the papers are cut. But then I also have the fabric. I've already pre-cut the fabric. It's in bags, already pre-cut, ready to go with the dimensions on them. So it's been like this for, I don't know, 10 years. And I know somebody's gonna ask me, oh, Sue says Costco also carries the bins. You're right, Sue. I saw them there the other day. The only thing about those bins, and they're actually a really good price, the only thing about those bins is they don't have the handles on them. The ones that I get have a handle on them so that you can carry them. So if you don't mind if it doesn't have a handle, you can go to Costco and they sell them. You can get them, I think, in, I think there's like maybe 6 in a pack. So, and they're relatively inexpensive. So then this is the book that this came out of, that the block that I'm doing came out of. So this is old. I've had it around for, like I said, probably about 10 years. So it needs to get done at some point. I'm not committing to it this year, so don't hold me to it. It's just the first 3 I showed you because I can't do that this year. Sue, yeah, I like the ones with the handles too better. So anyway, so those are some of my projects that I have not finished, okay? So I would love to hear, so I know some of you have already written down or commented what you have, what projects you have that you need to get done. But what I'd really love to hear is which ones are you committing to do in 2018? Committing to have done. Because I feel a really good contest coming on here, right? Because I could do a really cool giveaway at the end of the year. What do you think about that? Give me your ideas. That would be really super. But in the meantime, let's see. Teresa says, can we name the ones we want to do? Absolutely. So if your UFO is just, say, a pattern you haven't started yet, but you know you're going to finish it this year, absolutely, that's a UFO because you haven't really done anything yet, so it's unfinished, right? So sure, if it's something that you think you're going to start this year, certainly put it down, absolutely. But that would be fantastic if you were able to do that. So yeah, so write in the comments what quilt that you think, or quilts, like I'm doing 3, what quilts you think you will get done by the end of the year. And then I'm going to try and think of a really good way for all of you watchers on my Facebook page to, throughout the year, how I can do a little contest / giveaway. Because I think that would be kind of fun. Anyway, so as far as other resolutions, my quilting resolutions I feel are pretty challenging. But as far as other resolutions, I think that I'm going to stick to, I know a lot of you are making New Year's resolutions about, most times you hear weight and food and that kind of stuff. I'm sticking to my exercise plan. I'm sticking to my diet plan that I've been doing since last year. It's working really well for me. So that, as far as a resolution, I'm just sticking with it. Nothing new. I'm just going to stick with it, do what I'm doing. It's working for me. So that's good. So 2018, I hope it brings lots of great things for all of us, especially in the quilting department, right? So stay tuned though for next week, because I'm hoping to do next week. I told you, I kind of talked about it last week, about showing you how batiks are made. I have some of the things here to show you how they're made from start to finish. So I think that might be my next week's Watch Me Wednesday. Oh, good, Julie. See, you're way ahead of me as far as getting things done too. So stay tuned for next week. If you're interested in seeing how batiks are done, hit the share button so people will know next week what's coming up too. And then post what your resolutions are. Yep, definitely hit that share button. The one right down there. Okay, you can see it. I know you can. Anyway, stay tuned for next week. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Wherever you are, I'm sending warmth to you, even though it's a little chilly here today. Sending some warmth to you, okay? Stay tuned, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.